In the fantastic tale, the Demon King Leonis confined himself for a millennium to be ready for the big fight. However, upon awakening, he discovered that he was now a 10-year-old boy. Then he is approached by a stunning young woman from Holy Sword Academy named Rizelia, who asks him, "Why were you imprisoned in this place? Now that you're safe, this big sister will look after you." While under Rizelia's custody, he was once the most powerful demon lord who reigned in the Holy God calendar. Leonis is originally an orphan. Before becoming a Dark Lord, he was one of the 6 heroes known as Leonis Shalto, the greatest swordsman and the hero of Holy Sword. They first meet each other in great ruins where Leonis was sleeping for 1,000 years. When Rizelia finds Leonis in ruins, she gets shocked and concludes that Leonis was captured by voids. She was also impressed by his facial features and cuteness and showed a liking to him. She cares for him and decides to take him to Excalibur Academy. During his rescue, Rizelia tries to save Leonis from void so he can escape while getting killed in the process, showing that she cares Leonis more than her own life. When Leonis first meets Rizelia, his eyes opens wide and he compares her beauty with a high elf. On the other hand, he decides to keep his identity secret to get information about human society, but after seeing Rizelia sacrifice to save his life, Leonis decides to save Rizelia, therefore using sorcery to resurrect her. Rizelia was raised to the vampire queen status by Leonis. She is surprised when he tells her this, but she immediately gets over it because Leonis vowed to train her so she could defend the people she loves. The only thing that worries Rizelia is that Leonis might make her have sex with him against his vow to never do so. Despite everything, Rizelia adores looking after Leonis. She is typically the one who gives him food during meals and bathes him. Let's say before that, Rizelia Ray Crystalia belonged to the line of nobility that oversaw the assault gardens. Her family was killed by the Voids 6 years ago. The Void Lord in charge launched a massive stampede, targeting the 3rd assault garden, which was close to the city where her elder sister and parents held the positions of governor and holy swordsman, leading the knights. They had gone to the front lines in order to defend the populace and stop the Voids from advancing. Each had perished in combat. Only she and her childhood friend Regina, who was 9 years old at the time, made it to the refuge and survived. Following that, they were both accepted into Excalibur Academy. He headed to the bathroom to do something else before entering the academy. Before he looked around to see if anyone was there. Then he started thinking about how he can establish his kingdom. He then called people from his previous births. Since it was a new place, he asked them to explore the whole place. They were startled for a while because he looked like a little boy. He was a little angry after hearing that. Hearing his words, they immediately started their work. Then, as soon as he entered the academy, he started checking on every door. Got stuck for seconds because he had a lot of mana levels. Then the Elam started ringing very loudly, and when it saw that it would get scared, then he reduced his mana level. When he finally got out, his ID card finally came out. When he came out with the card, the girl appeared in front of him. "Have your card with me." Then the girl said that I need the work to make your uniform. After that, she took him around the city on her bike. He was just now getting a complete shock from the whole advanced city. He could not fully understand how humans could become so advanced. When the girl came near her dorm with him, some other academy boy stopped her on the road. The only reason was that she was not fully awakened. The boy was forcing her to join his own group. There were many girls in his group, and he was mind-controlled all of them. They were like toys to him. As she was about to leave, saying that she would not join his well, he then pulled her by the hair. Unable to stand it, he stopped completely when he used his power. His power was so great that he was scared of him for a moment. He then came to him and said, "If you overdo it, then I will finish you completely." He was about to do more when her classmate arrived and took over the matter. Then he left without being able to do much.